My name is Manoj Agarwal. I'm the founder of Agrawal Estates. The mission statement of my company is to change the perception of real estate service in India. There, if you are a real estate broker, you are highly respected. In India, it's just other way around. The idea is to help the home buyer to make the journey flawless, basically. Once you find a house, the painful life again starts. By the time you end up buying the house, right, you are not happy, you are relieved.
Yeah. So coming from a small village in India, a lot of people must have said कि नहीं ये नहीं होगा, ये इतना मत सोचो. So how did you navigate through that?
How important is it to build that culture in your firm?
Culture is the only thing which you don't build actually to run a business.
What's your culture?
Culture is learning first. I don't consider them as my competitor. Our motive is not to make money. So I always say this is the toughest job for any entrepreneur in the world. Yesterday I had a pleasure to meet Narayan Murthy, sir. And we came to know my name is Manoj Agarwal. I'm the founder of Agrawal Estates.
Okay.
Yeah.
The mission statement of my company is to change the perception of real estate service in India.
Okay.
I was in IT for 20 years and I've come back from Cisco US to India.
Okay.
There, if you are a real estate broker, you are highly respected.
Yeah.
Okay.
In India, it's just other way around,
Yeah.
right? So this is where the whole journey started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, being a Marwadi,
Hmm.
I also look at the money part as well.
Yeah.
So whatever I have earned, I didn't want to take them. Being an entrepreneur, I didn't want to risk my own money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as a real estate broker or realtor in India, right, there's no capex involved.
Okay.
So it matches perfectly, right? Honest person, qualified person, good service, and zero capex.
Okay.
That's how the journey started.
Okay.
Okay.
The idea is to help the home buyer to make the journey flawless, basically.
Yeah.
The way we experience in developed countries.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So as you mentioned, the whole mission is to change the perception of real estate in India. So what did you find wrong? Like what do people used to think about real estate in India that you wanted to change?
So first of all, like when I moved back to India, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Cisco assigned a couple of agents
Okay.
for his home finding.
Okay.
None of the broker asked me about my requirement.
Okay.
They keep on showing me flat, villa, this and that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I keep on telling, look, I don't want this, I don't know. Every single time I go, then I found out doesn't match my requirement.
Yeah.
They wasted their time plus my time.
That's your time. Yeah.
But if you look at being an entrepreneur, it's a major loss for them, right? This is what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So there's a lack of knowledge. And idea was basically without lack of knowledge, the perception is if you can't do anything else, then become a broker.
Okay.
Correct?
Okay.
So there's a serious lack of educated, qualified people in this business.
Okay.
Okay.
There was one challenge,
Love
right?
that point. Yeah.
Second, when I wanted to buy a house,
Yeah.
I could not find a reliable broker,
Hmm.
right? And then when I want to buy through home loan, I literally suffered on lack of documentation processed by any top bank in India actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
They run around, bring this document, bring that document, come tomorrow, right? The process very lengthy and nobody had the proper checklist or domain knowledge.
Okay.
Okay.
So the journey which could have been done in 2 minutes, it takes 1 year basically, right? In US, when I bought a home,
Yeah.
only on the date of registration, I have to go there, visit the office for 1 hour. We signed bunch of Xerox copy, all done,
All done.
Okay.
Okay.
right? Here, once you find a house, the painful life again starts. So by the time you end up buying the house, right, you are not happy, you are relieved.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
over, right?
Yeah.
It should be the other way around actually,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
Buying a house is like lifetime expense.
हाँ.
Correct? You should feel happy about it. But हवा निकल जाती है तब तक मतलब.
हाँ, सही बात है.
So this is where all started.
Okay.
Okay.
So as you mentioned that people come to buy their first home. So how does Agrawal Estate makes it convenience for them?
So first of all, we invest a lot of our time
Yeah.
to train our own team member.
Okay.
Make them understand customer requirement first.
Okay.
So we have a checklist list of questionnaires,
Mm-hmm.
right? Until the customer answers all those questions,
Okay.
his requirements are not clear to us.
Yeah.
Without his requirement, we cannot move ahead. End of discussion.
Okay.
Now the problem which we face with this approach, even customer does not know what they want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second, they are not used to broker asking them questions. So they also won't cooperate. So then I have to build my team in such a way, train them in soft skill, how to get that information from the customer
Okay.
and make him realize that we are asking those questions to help you only.
Yeah.
So after a lot of roundup, then we are able to improvise on our checklist, processes, teams training.
Okay.
So now after a while, the process now streamlined basically.
Right.
Okay.
Customer also cooperate, and then we have a database of all the property. So through IT, we run a program,
Okay.
match the property, right? Based on the requirement, based on location, price, number of BHK, and all those factors.
Okay.
So system will automatically give 5-6 properties. Okay, for this requirement, this 5 will match. So then we'll send a video link to the customer, right, with the virtual tour options.
Okay.
Okay, does it make sense to you? If he likes it, then yes, we'll do the site visit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when I came to India, this process took hardly 1 hour, right? What I explained.
Yeah.
In our case, it took me 1 month actually. Every weekend you go somewhere, look for property, again come back, again go, right, without knowing.
Yeah. So you said you have a checklist, right? That you ask the customers. That's your buyer-centric approach towards this entire process.
It is.
Take us through those list of questions.
So first of all, like, as usual, name, email address. Then we try to find out how many BHK.
Yeah.
Important. How many square feet? Which locality? What kind of amenities they want?
Yeah.
Are they worried about Vastu compliance? What is their priority? We try to educate our Vastu. We prefer sunlight and flow of energy,
Yeah.
right? Proper ventilation.
Yeah.
Then we ask them what kind of facing they want. They want lower floor or higher floor.
Yeah.
So the series of questions we ask, right? Number of car parking, ready to move in, under construction, self-owned or investment purpose. The question goes on.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is where the buyer gets irritated.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we help them to understand, look, if you answer this question, we find you the matching
Find
property.
the best.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Cool.
So why do you believe so much in buyer-centric approach?
Who is paying the money?
Buyers.
Buyers.
Buyer side, and how much money they are paying. This is their entire lifetime saving, right? So for a seller, once he sells, he pockets the money, run away, right?
Yeah.
He made his money, is out.
Yeah.
Buyer have to live with that thing rest of his life.
Makes sense.
Correct? It's if you're buying cup of tea, doesn't really matter. If you don't like it, throw it away.
Okay.
If you look at Indian culture also, right? Marriage and home buying
Yeah.
considered to be one of the biggest event of their life.
Okay.
Correct. So you must have had like prior experiences before starting this. There should be like a motive towards starting this firm, right? Why? How did you differentiate between US, for example, in India? Did you have any experiences in India where it was like, oh, I can't buy this? I mean, it's so hard, it's so tough. Can you share a couple of experiences?
No, I struggled actually just to find a rental home, right?
Right.
I could not convinced a broker ki what kind of house I'm looking for. Then by chance I found I went to visit one of my friends and I liked it, took it there.
Right.
And then I was thinking how much time and money they spend actually. I was a easy customer for them, right? Simply they could have asked what I want and then just close the deal.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was very simple. Now one more thing I would like to add here. Sometimes the buyers are rude to us because in their mind we are a broker.
Yeah.
So straightway the team has been trained now to tell the customer, you are putting up your entire life saving based on our trust. And there is no respect for us.
Yeah.
How can I help you to make a decision about your life, right? Better look for somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
After that answer, right, the buyer makes him think who these guys are.
Yeah.
Then they check our profile, our background, right? The team. Then they come back to us.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So you mentioned earlier that you train your team and you spend a lot of time training your team. So how do you do that?
So every Tuesday 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Yeah.
team train themselves now.
Okay.
Plus we hire external coach.
Okay.
Now there's an organization called ICF, International Coach Federation. So each member of the team has been getting coached by the ICF coaches, 6 sessions per year.
Okay.
We pay for it.
Okay.
I also do training for my leadership team. Earlier I used to give domain knowledge training, but now team has taken over.
Okay.
So entire Tuesday every week is gone for training.
Okay.
Okay.
But results we are getting now. Otherwise why would I keep on investing so much of money?
Yeah,
Right.
makes sense.
Right. Yeah. How important is it to build that culture in your firm?
Culture is the only thing which you need to build actually to run a business.
What's your culture?
What's your culture?
Our culture is learning first.
Hmm?
Everything else will matter, right? Ethics.
Yeah.
So there's a poster in my office
Okay.
between law and ethics. Always pick ethics,
Okay.
right? Because law will likes ethics, always behind ethics, right?
Right.
So if it's ethical, we'll do it. It could be lawful. Then one more poster it says fair and processes.
Right.
Okay.
If the process fails, right, go with the fairness part.
Okay.
We don't look at kidney, we have to pay, right, or we are right. In our heart, if I feel right, that no, this has been wrong. Even the policy says we are right.
Yeah.
Bear the loss and move on. I'll give you a specific example.
Yeah.
After 6 months of moving, the owner sold the property
Yeah.
through Agrawal Estates only.
Hmm.
And tenant reached out to us. I just moved 6 months back, right?
Yeah.
And I paid you 1 month of brokerage.
Okay.
We refunded the entire money to the tenant.
Okay.
I doubt anyone else will do in the world actually.
Correct.
That's true. No one would just get
Right?
Yeah.
But our policies, when you send them an email, it says it's non-refundable, right? Service fee.
Yeah.
But we felt it's not right. Not his fault, right? 6
Yeah.
months we lost less time.
Yeah.
So we refunded the money.
Okay.
And the leadership team is empowered. And one more thing I've done very unique. Even a field executive is empowered to invest up to 3,000 rupees for customer satisfaction. Doesn't matter who's right or wrong.
Okay.
Sometimes owner said, no, I won't want to pay. Tenant said, I don't want to pay. In my business, a lot of money. It's a success-based business model. Just to find your property, right? I take 1 month of rent. It's 50,000 rupees, right? If I have to spend 3, 4, 5,000 rupees just for happiness, you will bring one more customer for us.
Yeah. Customer
Right? So
experience.
our marketing budget is pretty much zero for last 12 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
In last 1 year only, when we started investing in marketing,
Okay.
the entire business runs on word of mouth.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we found the differentiating point of your firm from other firms. That's, providing the customer with a fulfilling experience.
Yeah.
Right? Not just giving them property in 1 year, like, okay, just take this. It's like a lifetime experience for them, and your job is to fulfill it. But we see a lot of other firms not care about all this, right? They just care about, okay, if I sell my property, I get money, blah,
get
blah.
money,
I
I
don't
make
care about the
2%
customer.
brokerage, yeah.
How are you competing with these guys? Because these guys, if you put the customers first, that means you're spending more time, you're spending more money. What are the challenges of this business?
So first of all, I don't consider them as my competitor.
Right.
Yeah. Good point.
Right? I always tell my team also, we are unique, we are different.
Yeah.
Right? Our motive is not to make money. Bigger motive is help you get a buyer, get
Okay.
your home basically.
Yeah.
Correct? If that becomes your motive, money becomes secondary.
Yeah.
Okay.
So initially, you are right, we struggled actually. Right? So what happens, suppose you come as a customer,
Yeah.
and if I'm upfront with you and I don't cheat you, right? Then naturally I won't be so sweet to you also, right? I won't be so nice.
Yeah.
I'm very straightforward. And unfortunately, human brain is not logical. It's emotional.
Yeah.
We do business with people whom we like, right? So that liking part is now slightly reduced.
Yeah.
But what we realize with that approach, we are losing business.
Yeah.
You will go to some other agents, there you got cheated or deal happens, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Even if you got a good deal, right? I lost the business. Correct? So how to convince the customer that look, I'm trying to help you and I am not here to cheat you, right?
Right.
So we come out with a series called KEY, Key series, Knowledge Empowers You.
Okay.
So for every vertical what we do, we have created a 4 or 5 page summary document. And that document highlights the overall process of the home buying journey, pros and cons, how things work. And we send the document. That is first email goes from my mailbox to any customer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we request the customer, please read it just for 5 minutes, it will help you.
Okay.
Now the moment a customer sees a document, right, the whole perception changes about us.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm no longer a general, right? These things. You look at wow, very structured document. Correct? And I've invested a lot of money in the document also. First to bring the wealth of knowledge, then summarizing it, right? Then content writer, then improvement, then marketing page, blah, blah, blah. So once customer reads that document, then some level of trust is now established. Now when I talk something, it makes sense for them.
Yeah.
So lately in last 3-4 years, right? The struggle part is over now actually. It becomes much more easier now for us
Yeah.
to make money actually. So when customer comes, they know they have come through word of mouth. We filter those questions. We find a matching property.
Okay.
Budget matches. We go ahead. If not, we look for the property.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, as you mentioned that you guys make money. So how much commission do you make from each and every sale?
So from buyer, we charge 1% of the deal value.
Okay.
From seller, we charge 2% of the deal value. And for renting a property, we charge 1 month from the tenant.
Okay.
For property management, we charge 1 month of rent per year from the owner.
Okay.
For home loan, we don't charge anything to the buyer. We get paid by the bank.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So
So how does that work? Like, how do you provide home loans to the buyers?
It
how-
becomes easy. See, to get the home loan,
Hmm.
the buyer needs all the details of the property
Hmm.
to go to the bank.
Oh, so you provide that to the bank.
So it
And
becomes
makes-
it's
yeah.
easy for us.
Yeah. And it's
Correct.
more convenient for the customer as well. Yeah.
And
makes
for
sense.
us also it is a source of money, correct?
Hmm.
That's how we become profitable. So whatever money we invest in credits, that money come from some other sources.
right.
Like home loan is additional money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just have to pass on the lead to the customer, to the bank.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then we give all the document to the bank, the things, and go ahead, Volker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now that we've understood a fair bit of your business, I want to know where you come from. Yuvraj here tells me you come from very humble beginnings.
Yeah.
Right.
That's life.
That's life. Yeah, you and your family have come from very humble beginnings.
I watched this movie, Pursuit to Happiness,
Yeah.
by Will Smith.
Yes.
So my daughter was pretty much brought up in US.
Yeah.
So when she was like 7-8 years old, right?
Hmm.
Brought up in US, born with silver spoon.
Yeah.
So I let her watch that movie
Hmm.
before we come back to India. Then I told her, look, that is your father. So anytime you kill, that I have got money, I am something,
Hmm.
don't forget your root.
Don't forget your root.
Till today also I tell only one thing to her, right? Be humble in life.
Hmm.
Correct? Yesterday I had a pleasure to meet Narayan Murthy, sir.
Okay.
And we came to know he was behind bar in Bulgaria for 3 days.
Okay.
Okay.
For none of his fault actually.
Hmm.
Police arrested for some silly reasons.
Yeah.
Hmm.
3 days, no food, no water,
Oh my.
in isolation, right?
Yeah.
This is life. Anything could happen to
Anyone.
anybody.
Yeah.
So I'm brought up in a very small family. I won't say small family, and a big family with 7 brothers and sisters in Assam.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I lost my mom when I was in class 4.
Oh, I'm sorry for
But
this.
luckily, what happened, before her death, we already have a home actually. She died in October. We had a house in February.
Okay.
So that gave us a base
Base.
to be stay in one place. So
Right.
now, since this topic has come up, it is my dream now for all my employees to give them a house actually. So I started this 2-3 years back now. 9 of my employees have purchased their home with support from the company.
Right.
So we help them give some down payment, right? And rest they get the bank loan.
Okay.
And when we push them, so now 9 of them are homeowners.
Yeah.
So idea is to make everybody a homeowner who works for us basically.
I love that.
Yeah,
We
I love
love
that
that.
too.
It's so nice.
So coming from a small village in India, how did you navigate through the environment? Like you wanted to do something big, right? And now today you're here, you've established a company. So that time you must have faced criticism from a lot of people. A lot of people must have said कि नहीं ये नहीं होगा, ये इतना मत सोचो. So how did you navigate through that?
I could not initially actually, to tell you the truth. So first, when I came out of Assam,
Yeah.
I went to Mumbai looking for a job. 6 months jobless. And unfortunately, at the time, 1992 bomb blast happened.
Okay.
And there's a perception in Mumbai, if you're coming from Northeast, you will go back.
Yeah.
So I could not convince them that I'm here to stay.
Okay.
And then what happened, one of my friend Digant told me in one of the discussion, ki whenever you try your best.
Okay.
And after just 2-3 days later on, I had an interview with Tata Unisys, now TCS.
Yeah.
So for the first time in my life, I took 3 days off. I only study. Because my regret in the past was, whenever I went for interview, right, I fumbled at the last moment. Some question I could not answer. It goes out of your mind, right? This time I had all my notes in Mumbai, right? I went through each and every notes.
Right.
And I was damn sure this time I'll pass the interview.
Yeah.
It went exceptionally well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got the job on TCS. Big break.
Right.
After that, I never looked back actually.
Okay.
Now coming back to India, everything was great. Then when I left my job at Cisco, right? Struggle was not ki business struggle. Struggle was more from the ecosystem. Difficult deal with the buyer, with the seller. They don't want to pay out service fee. There's a perception that you are a broker, you are a cheater. In my heart, I knew that, look, I'm an honest man. Otherwise, I would not have come back from Cisco. I would not come back from, right? What's his profession? But from buyer perspective, how would they know? Right? So there is their perspective. But lately, what happened, keep on happening initially, all your friends become your customer. Right? And a lot of them didn't pay. So I was in depression. So this is where I went for meditation. I went for Vipassana. It's 11-day Maun Vrat. So that changed my life completely.
Okay.
So for last 5-6 years, I would say 7 years now, I always say my entire life today is run on Gita and Vipassana.
Ah.
And I live every moment on those two principles only. Karam kiye jao and do what is right. And there's internal change when you do spirituality, meditation. Your thoughts become your action, right? So your thoughts are now purified. Earlier, Nito Dimak mein, you always, he cheated me, I will become a cheater, right?
Yeah.
That revenge feeling keep on growing.
सही बात.
Correct. So you are a person with certain qualities, some qualities that I admire at least, right?
Yeah.
But what about your employees? How do you employ people? What qualities do you look for in a person so that they can work with you and they can align to your company's values and really build your business?
So I always say this is the toughest job for any entrepreneur in the world to build your team.
Yeah.
I am reading books since 1997 every day for 15 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So I've got acquired enough knowledge. The irony is all those books say to run a good company, right? Good product, good design, value for money, right? Sales team, marketing team, cash flow, 100 reasons is given. All are right, I'm not denying that. But my experience, I can tell you, all those reasons which are to run a business is hardly 10%. 90% effort of entrepreneur should go to build the team.
Okay.
90%.
90%. That's very, very high. Typical is 10-20%. I said 90%.
Yeah.
This is human nature is very unique character actually. Every human is unique. Could be same college, everything same, right? The way they are, but very different. Men, women are different. Typical state, very, very different character, right? To deal with. So initially when building the team, what I would look for, whether the person is good or not. Is he honest or not?
Yeah.
If he passes that filter, I will hire him.
Okay.
Whether he perform or not doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right? And business was coming on my name, so it was easy.
Yeah.
And I think one of the reason of coming on depression was that only. Because I was trying to help them to build their career. Correct? But being good, not good enough. You have to perform as well.
Performance.
Yeah.
So I learned from my mistake.
Now it is.
You can't just keep on doing it for them. No?
Yeah.
So now, then I realized those who don't want to do, they won't do it
Don't wanna
actually.
They're nice people, but if they can't
If they
perform,
can't work, then
That's
you
no
have to.
point.
Yeah,
No
we
point.
can't just spoon feed you, know.
And then there's a guy from Australia called Dr. Richard Clayton. He was in Bangalore. He discussed about toxic work culture. So any big company, there's a ratio of Pareto principle, 20-80, right? 8-20 principle. So there it says 20% of the employee brings revenue for the 80% of the company. Now what he also mentioned, everybody who tried to go beyond 20, they could not succeed actually.
Okay.
Because toxic work culture, suppose I'm the top performer. I bring huge revenue to the company, right? I become proudy. I become arrogant.
Yeah.
And my manager would tolerate me because I bring revenue. And that is the reason the company does not grow from 20 to 25.
okay.
They remain stuck at 20 or go down to 16% basically.
Okay.
And then the cycle goes on.
I thought it'd be if this employee is performing better than me, if he's the top employee of the month, for example, I want to perform better than him.
Yeah.
And then slowly every employee will be motivated by that
That
thing.
he's doing so
Oh, he's
much.
doing better than
he
me.
was-
That's an ideal world.
Okay.
It doesn't happen in real world.
Right.
Jealousy comes into picture. Skill set comes into picture. Your area, your market, right? Your relationship with the customer, relations with your manager. There are a lot of factors influence. So in a nutshell, environment makes huge impact.
Yeah.
So after going through that seminar, if anybody good performer, right, and if I found him to be arrogant, right, misfit the culture of Agrawal Estates, we let them go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now what we do, if the person is good, not performing, we let them go also.
Right.
So idea is has to be honest,
Yeah.
very good in heart, should be money minded, and they should desire to learn.
Right.
We are happy to we are happy to teach. Correct? But there should be effort from other person also basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So it took me a while to build that team. Now I can proudly say, right, 70-80% of my old employees are damn honest.
okay.
So I can have in my absence, company can run on
Run
basically.
on its own. Yeah.
So in your 40s, instead of retiring, why did you choose to start a company? Why did you take the risk of starting a company? You left a secure job and you took the risk of being an entrepreneur and you started Agrawal Estates.
So typically that's a scenario I have seen, but in my case, I thought I will retire now. Idea is not to become an entrepreneur.
Okay.
I did not leave my job to become an entrepreneur. It's just that I got tired of the corporate work culture.
Okay.
So I thought enough. And I had enough side income to run my family. There's a dialogue in Singham movie ना, जिसके मेरे सीने में दम है
हाँ.
क्योंकि मेरी ज़रूरतें बहुत कम है, right?
Mhm.
So my access is very limited.
Yeah.
So whatever residual income I had, more than enough.
Yeah.
So I thought कि ठीक है चलो बैठते हैं घर पर ही.
Hmm.
So 1 year I was like moving around. I did whatever I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then this thought come कि why not become a broker basically. It did not start with a huge vision or something like that. It just
Okay.
happened later on basically.
Huh, yeah.
Just a matter of chance.
Right.
So we spoke enough about Agrawal Estates. Now I want to understand your perception on the real estate outlook of India. How does real estate function in India? How has it developed over the years? So according to you, are there any latest technological development, AI, or startups like All DRX that is disrupting the industry? What do you have opinion on such things?
In last 5 years,
Yeah.
I started in 2012.
Hmm.
So first 5-6 years pretty much same business as usual.
Yeah.
In last 6-7 years, right? I won't say change, it totally transformed actually
Okay.
in each and every sector. Like last week I was in Mumbai.
Hmm.
So there's a company called Realty Next.
Hmm.
They had a prop tech demo for all the prop tech software company to give the demo.
Hmm.
40 company goes shortlisted there basically to give the demo, right?
Hmm.
It was mind-boggling. I also one of them basically.
Hmm.
So technology is the way to go, whether it's real estate or not.
Okay.
So lot of software firm has come now, not just software firm, right? Technology, number one.
Hmm.
Number two, in terms of quality also, right?
Hmm.
Because of RERA and GST,
Yeah.
builder themselves has got organized now,
Okay.
right? Earlier, because of lack of rules and regulation, they're also very casual.
Hmm.
So RERA has forced them to
Yeah.
optimize themselves.
Yeah.
Lot of small time player has gone out of business.
Hmm.
Mm.
Correct?
Correct.
Those who are very short-sighted and they cannot survive now.
Yeah.
In terms of quality of the product also, right? Things have improved a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
The major improvement still is faster turnaround time. In US, in 6 months to 1 year, right? Your home is ready.
Hmm.
Here it still take 3 to 4 years.
Mm.
So now with the new development on technology on construction, lot of things coming back from abroad, right? So those also things coming soon.
Okay.
So very soon you would see the impact on it will be visible impact.
Hmm.
Right now it's happening on the background. It's a matter of just time, 1 month, 1 year, 2 years, 3, 4, right? You would see the much better product, much faster and much lower price in
Alright.
terms of overall these things.
Yeah.
Regarding growth of the market, India is a booming market.
Hmm.
There's a projection by 2030, this will become $1 trillion economy just from real estate.
Okay.
It's huge expectation,
That
right?
we heard that before.
Yeah, we heard that before.
It is actually. You can see the number of leads coming, right? Number of players coming, investment coming, government support, right?
Hmm.
I wish the home loan rate could be slightly lower, which would help the home buyer.
Okay. What's the current rate?
Around 8.6%,
Okay.
and globally it's around 5-6%.
Okay.
So in US it used to be 3% earlier. In last 2-3 it has gone up to 5-6%.
Hmm.
Still India is very high. Rental income is low in India, around 2-3%.
Yeah.
Abroad around 6%.
Hmm.
So that part still needs to be streamlined. But yes, long run scope is there.
Okay. So being a real estate broker, how do you deal with challenges such as black money? Because a lot of buyers want to pay in cash, sellers want to receive cash, so they don't have to pay taxes. And when they transfer the land, they don't pay the taxes equally.
And
So being a broker, how do you like?
And an ethical person.
Yeah, being an ethical person as well. So how
So-
do you navigate?
So
with
for me it's easy actually. We deal only with the residential apartment complexes,
this? Okay.
tier 1 builder, tier 1 location,
Hmm.
me coming from IT background, right? So most of my buyer sellers are either NRI
Hmm.
or again from IT background.
Yeah.
None of them have black money.
Okay.
So 80% funded through bank loan.
Okay.
Right.
20% have to make the down payment.
Mm.
So I don't face this challenge.
Okay.
Okay, but overall scope of India, like how does that?
It is reduced now significantly actually.
Okay.
It is reduced now because builders are also on pressure now,
Okay.
right? If everything is to be accountable through RERA, right?
Yeah.
Where will you keep the cash?
Where will they keep the cash?
Yeah, yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Correct. That's true. But in the first place, what really like makes them do this?
Yeah. What's the motivation for this?
I mean, except for saving taxes, why do they really do
It's not just a saving taxes actually. If you look at a certain part of the country, right? When you sell the property, right? The buyer will have cash. He will give you cash only.
it? Okay.
A lot of customer comes to us. I want to sell my land, right? Somewhere in Delhi or somebody, and this much of money is offering me cash. In Bangalore, can I buy a property in cash? In Bangalore, actually, you cannot buy a property in cash. The main reason is in Bangalore, the market price
Yeah.
and the government guidance value is pretty much same.
Circle rate and the market price is same.
Pretty much same, yes. Not
I
much
heard
difference.
like the circle rate is 3 times lesser than the market price in Bangalore.
Circle rate and market rate. Explain that to me and the viewers, to us in
simple
basic
terms,
terms.
yeah.
So circle rate is the rate decided by the state government.
Okay.
For this property, this is the minimum price.
All right.
And when you go to the government office to register property, you have to pay the stamp duty on that amount,
Okay.
Yeah.
right? Now, in case of Bangalore, that circle rate, if it's suppose 1 crore, the market price also, when the customer actually buy and sell, is around 1 crore only.
Okay.
Correct? So this cash part happens, suppose circle rate is say 20 lakh rupees.
Yeah.
Market price is 1 crore.
Then
So
they'll
now
pay-
80 lakh
yeah.
rupees can be exchanged through cash part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here that scope is not there basically.
Okay.
You have to buy property in 1 crore itself.
Right. Okay.
So as you mentioned, that market rate, if you give the example, right? Circle rate is 20 lakhs, market rate is 1 crore, and then someone can do the transaction of 80 lakhs in cash. So this creates a loophole, right?
Yes.
So why doesn't the government adjust the circle rate according to the market price constantly to like ensure that there is no loophole in the market?
So it's happening gradually actually.
Okay.
Earlier it was suppose 10 rupees, now it has become 20. In case of Bangalore, right?
Yeah.
I started at that time it was like 3 times circle rate and market rate, right? Now every 2, 3, 4 years, right? They worked on the circle rate, went up and up and up, right? Now it's matching the market rate.
Okay. Why do people say that real estate is the industry in India that has the most crimes? Because of real estate, the most
Yeah.
crimes happen in India. And what influence do politicians have over real estate? Because I've heard that politicians influence real estate a lot.
It's not about politician basically. See, the most of this case deal happens on the land actually. And this is where the circle rate is low
Okay.
compared to the market rate. And this is where the black money get transaction basically.
Okay.
So anybody who deals with this, right? It could be a drug mafia, right? Anybody basically, right? They deal with it. And it's I won't say it's like special real estate anywhere. There's such a large amount of money stakes.
Yeah.
Corruption will happen. Criminal will come into picture.
Yeah.
If you're a drug dealer, right? So much of money in cash, criminal happens basically, right?
Yeah.
So this is human nature basically, nothing to do with real estate.
Okay.
Money comes into picture, cash money comes, crime will happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we've spoken a lot of heavy words about real estate, your life, and everything. Let's get into a bit of a fun, personal side of you. How does a day in your life look like?
Now I'm like post Vipassana, it's a very structured day. I wake up at 5 p.m. in the morning.
Okay.
I'll get freshen up, then do half an hour for meditation. 6 to 8 a.m. I'll check all my emails. I do all my pending works. 8 to 8:30 I do book reading.
Okay.
8:30 to 9 I'll again take bath and also have my breakfast. By 9 a.m. in the office.
Okay.
I strongly believe in work-life balance.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 9 to 1 a.m. in the office, half an hour lunch, again 20 minutes nap.
Yeah.
So eventually in my office also I will make it compulsory for my team member to take a nap for 10-20 minutes.
Oh.
And then 4 hour work, then back home.
Okay.
And either I go for a walk or play some sports.
Right. Okay.
What sports do you play?
I play table tennis, badminton, chess.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Okay. So you've spoken about meditation and how it's changed your entire life, right?
I would say meditation will change everybody's
Everybody's
life actually.
Life, yeah.
If you have heard about Gautam Buddha, right? So
Yeah.
he was, I won't say like, I practice Vipassana for meditation.
Yeah.
So when we read the book, right, कि he got the nirvana, moksha ki prapti hui, right? So Vipassana is nothing but the process how you got the nirvana.
Yeah.
So it will transform you from inside to be a good human.
Okay.
Correct? It will change your thought process to be very positive. You started living by the moments.
Yeah.
This has come, ठीक हो गया, chapter close, right? Neither too happy, not too upset about it.
Yeah.
Enjoy the moment and move on in life.
Right.
Okay.
Your brain becomes very focused
Yeah.
Yeah.
because all the negative thoughts are gone. Brain is empty now, right?
Hmm.
So
Okay.
all those things help. Now I'll give you a real example. One of my friend gave me 4,000 rupees extra cash.
Okay.
He bought money for me, right?
Huh.
And now in my mind, I'm trying to justify कि somehow I can keep this 4,000 rupees.
Yeah.
I call myself as an honest person, right? And what is going in my mind? कि 4,000 रुपया रख लूँ.
हाँ.
And how I'm justifying it? कि give me the money 6 months late.
हाँ.
He made money out of this money.
हाँ.
correct? He made 20,000 rupees more than this. What is wrong with this?
ताकि खुद को अच्छा feel हो. हाँ.
Haan. Justifying.
हाँ.
After half an hour, thought is going in my mind.
Hmm.
Then after I called him with the look, I got extra money. Yeah, one more thing. The fear also come in my mind. What if he's trying to test my honesty?
Yeah.
Quite possible, no?
Yeah,
If
yeah, yeah.
perhaps they give 4K more, then I will become like a dishonest person, right?
Hmm.
All the going on. Then finally I said, look, forget everything else. It's not right to do. I called him. Look, extra paid 4K. He was, look, I have no idea. But since you got 4K extra, I took it from somebody else.
Hmm.
So you give this money on donation, basically.
Okay.
Chapter close.
Okay.
But after continuous vipassana,
Hmm.
those thoughts does not come in your mind actually. The moment you see it, you would know, okay, this is right, this is wrong. And somehow if you miss it at that point of time, next morning when you do meditation, that's why it's so powerful actually.
Okay.
In your mind, it is registered automatically without your knowledge. So the morning during the process, you would know yesterday you have done this wrong. Suppose I hurt your feeling yesterday, right? In the morning I would know कि नहीं कल मैंने सही नहीं किया.
सुधारना पड़ेगा.
So the moment I caught out it, I'll send a message to him
Yeah.
कि Yuvraj, I'm sorry, I did this with you.
Okay.
So now he'll forgive me. So he's also happy, I'm also happy.
हाँ.
Or suppose he said something to me and I didn't like it. At time I may let it go कि चलो दोस्त का बेटा, right? But it's bothering me, right? कैसे बोल दिया. So then I'll leave a message कि Yuvraj, you said something like this yesterday. I didn't like
feel
it
good
personally.
about it, yeah.
Right? Just please think about it in the future.
Yeah.
So now no hard feeling in my mind or heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From his side also, right?
And eases
So
from for his side. Yeah.
I made him a good person unknowingly.
Yeah.
Correct? No? When I say sorry to him, feel good about it. He'll say, नहीं sorry uncle, क्या बोल रहे हो? Or if I made him realize, he would realize mistake, he won't do this mistake again, right?
Yeah.
So not only Vipassana helps you, it helps others as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why they have a gathering called Maitri Bhav. If you're sitting 3, 4, 5 good people sit together, right? They will spread positive energy. And I've seen it happening. I strongly now believe law of attraction,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Manifestation also. And I've seen it also.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want something in life, you will get it.
You get it.
Okay. So you founded Agrawal Estates with your wife Prema, and that must be a beautiful experience for both of you. So what role does she play in the company, and how has she helped you grow as an individual as well?
She dealt with my frustration. One. Second thing, see, in life, we always look upon for somebody, right, who can help you. Suppose somebody called me, right, and I cannot take your call, or I have to go somewhere, I can pass on it to her.
Okay.
Correct. See, if I give it to my employee, right, the customer will feel bad, ki I didn't call him back.
Yeah.
But if my wife calls him back, then it's same thing basically, right? Same level. So that way she was a big support.
Okay.
Plus Prema also worked very hard actually.
Hmm.
For all the small work, right? Which typically we would like to avoid. I can't go, right?
Yeah.
She was the backup for me basically, correct?
Okay.
And she used to take active role in my absence. So it was a life-changing experience for her as well, no doubt on that part.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how has she helped you personally to grow and like shape who you are today?
Personally, I would say,
Like the spiritual energy and
I have a daughter as well, right?
Yeah.
So her name is Pragya. And as a parent also, when you go for work, it always bothers you, right, about the family.
Yeah.
Correct? And especially when your wife is working as well, that means bothers you more.
Okay.
So when Prema was in US, we did not let her work. It was a joint discussion. So she can take care of my daughter.
Okay.
But in this business, right, we realized that Pragya is also suffering. Because all of a sudden both parents are out.
Yeah.
So in my absence, Prema did the role of both mother and father basically. This is a temporary craze, Papa will be back soon basically, right? Sometime me and my daughter will fight. So then she'll try to make her understand.
Yeah. So in my mind, you're like an example person, right? Over this conversation, you've become someone that I would look up to. You possess these qualities, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure our viewers out here would be fascinated by your thought process, by the qualities that you possess.
Yeah.
So why don't you give us some advice, and the aspiring entrepreneurs watching this episode advice as well?
It's very simple actually. And it sounds simple, it is simple also actually, right? Learn Gita. Do meditation.
That's it.
Be a good human. There are a lot of opportunity if you are a good human. Right? The way the world is going, correct? And focus on learning.
Right.
These 3-4 things, nothing else is required actually. The whole world is made way too complicated. Look at how animals live their life. They're always happy.
Yeah.
Right? Always happy. we are always upset. ये नहीं मिला, वो नहीं मिला.
हाँ.
हाँ,
Right?
सही बात है.
We have a dog at home. Whenever I go home, she's always happy.
Always happy. Yeah.
Something goes wrong, still is happy.
Happy,
I
yeah.
give her food, she's happy. No food, still she's happy. Correct?
Yeah.
It's not just about dog. Any animal you look at it, right?
Mm.
The problem with us, we have made go think too much about money, money, money.
Yeah.
And society thinks if you have made money, you
You're
are successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And there's a tendency in people's mind, if I buy this car,
Mm.
I'll be happy. No. Be happy today. Tomorrow is too late, basically.
Right.
Okay.
This 3-4 statement which I made, easier said than done.
Mm.
But once you understand Gita and meditation,
Mm.
this there will be interesting change within you itself.
Okay.
And your whole thought process will change automatically, basically.
Okay.
You won't do anything wrong actually.
Huh.
I'll give an example. Long back, one of my manager was shouting at one of my colleague in front of me.
Mm.
So I didn't like it, of course, right?
Mm.
But I did not have the courage
Yeah.
Mm.
to leave the room
Okay.
because he will
Fine.
feel bad, right?
Yeah.
It will impact my these things,
Yeah.
promotion.
Mm.
Correct. Now, if I look back in my life, right, those small things still bothers me.
Yeah.
कि either I should have protested
इसको बोल-
or I should have left. So for a small minor like financial gain, right, I compromise on my principle.
Mm.
Suppose 3 of sitting, right, if he says something wrong to you, I will still
Yeah.
tell him it right away.
Hmm.
But there I could not.
Mm.
So something somewhere in my mind, money was there.
Mm.
Correct.
Yeah.
But if you look at right this thing, how much money we need actually?
Hmm.
Very little. You had one sandwich, right?
Yeah.
Even if you have a lot of money, still one sandwich only.
हाँ.
सही बात है.
खर्चे उतना ही है मतलब,
हाँ.
राइट?
पर अगर ज्यादा पैसा का मैं अच्छा सैंडविच अफोर्ड कर पाऊंगा ना.
नहीं, आटा तो वही रहने वाला है, गेहूँ वही रहने वाली है.
चलो बात तो सही.
करेक्ट. आप अच्छे स्टोर में जा सकते हो,
हाँ.
सैंडविच वही रहने वाली है. Grain is not gonna change, right? Look of the store will change. Again, that's coming about getting a bigger car will make you happy, no?
Yeah. Makes sense.
See, enjoy the coffee, not the cup. People look for the cup, not the coffee, basically, right?
Like that quote. So
Yeah, I
much.
like that.
सैंडविच पे जाओ ना कि स्टोर पर. एंड गोल क्या? हैप्पीनेस, राइट?
Yeah.
जो होता रहेगा. लाइफ इज ऑल गुड.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming on our podcast.
Thank you.
We personally learned a lot from
So
this.
much.
Yeah. And we got to know about so many new things. I mean, we didn't know a lot of things until
Yeah.
we spoke to you about this. It was great talking to you.
Thank you. Pleasure is all mine.
Thank you
Actually,
so
happy.
much.
Would you like to leave us with a parting note? Like for both of us?
I think at such a young age, right?
Yeah.
The things I heard about you when you mentioned, right?
Yeah.
You are going to make an impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you're on the right path.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Correct?
That's what I love about it.
At this age, if you have taken the additional step,
Hmm.
right? Nothing else is required actually. Just keep on doing what you are doing. But as I said, right? कि जो आपका था सैंडविच बेटर स्टोर पे मत जाओ.
हाँ.
सैंडविच पे आ जाओ,
हाँ,
right?
sandwich पे आ जाओ.
See, you will see. I will tell you one more last story. When Pandit ji comes home,
Yeah.
always happy. One day I went to his house, nothing. घर पे कुछ भी नहीं है.
Inner happiness.
Inner happiness,
Okay.
and it's very easy to achieve that actually. Very easy.
I love that. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so
Chalo, thank you.
Thank you so much.